a lucky cat. If I fall down in dirt, I come up smelling of roses. And I'm an overnight success story. That's what I hear regularly. But you know what? I wouldn't believe everything that you hear. I'm here tonight to tell you how I changed my flipping life for the better. All in about 3 years. And hopefully I'll inspire you guys to change your flipping lifestyle. So first of all, I'm going to take you back all the way into 2016. It wasn't a great year for me. I had separated from my husband, I'd lost 2 babies, and I was staying in what I would call a very safe but boring job in the civil service. I was bored out of breath. I've been there for a long time, but I just needed to be snookered different. And I had big dreams, just as Henry said. Big dreams. I'm a wild daydreamer. Whether that be sitting in the traffic, you've probably been behind me tooting the horn when the lights have changed. Or maybe in the shower, I'm thinking about all the dreams. I'm also coming up with new ideas. But I didn't have the idea of how to make things better. My favourite conversation goes like this. You've probably all had it. So if you won the lottery tonight, what would you do with the money? I'd have a conversation. I asked everybody, yeah. So it just gets all this excitement going. But the problem was that I hadn't won the lottery. Nowhere near. But I did have a dream. I had a goal. I wanted to build my dream home. You've seen it. So-and-so said, the Kardashians, that kind of thing. Pantry, walk-in wardrobes, electric blinds, a swimming pool. But here in Belfast, and it turns out that costs a lot of money. And money that I just really didn't have at the time. So I did a bit of research, spoke to a mortgage advisor, and found out that with a development mortgage, I could potentially build this dream house. And all I would need was £20,000. But where did I find £20,000? I just didn't want to have I didn't want my dream life to not even take off. I also didn't want my big thing at the weekend to be a Chinese and in pajamas. That just wasn't for me. So I did what any sane person would do and sold my house. Just thought, right, keep my house up for sale, I'm going to smell it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find this wreck of a property that's spotted an apartment. I'm going to get that apartment and then I'm going to renovate it and I'll make 20 grand and that'll be the money. Easy. It sounds easy, right, doesn't it? But I had no experience in property. I didn't know a tradesman at all, not one. And also, I didn't have any share in it. I hadn't a clue, basically. But I had determination. And I thought, well, if I don't try now, it might be 20, 30 years later, and I haven't tried at all. So obviously at this point, I'm selling the house. I'm trying to take this huge step. I'm doing something I've no experience in. Everybody around just thought that I lost my mind. Everybody thought, oh, she's lost it now. You kidding me? Especially my dad. My dad would say to my mum, Ruth, you need to have a word with her. You need to speak to her now because, that she can't be doing this. And I was really this close away from an intervention. But I digress. So what I decided to do was right, that's it. I just have to go with it. People say to me now, God, Carly, you're fearless. I wouldn't take on a mortgage, a second mortgage. I wouldn't take on something like this. And do you know what? I'm not fearless. but I know what I want. And sometimes people try to talk that fear into me. They try to tell me all the things that I can't do, or all the reasons why I can't do those things. But now I know that all these fears that those people tell me, that's just a reflection of their limitations, and it's certainly nothing to do with mine. So, I got the apartment, and that very same week, another apartment that I had been bidding on came up too. And my estate agent called and said, actually, you know that other apartment, it's here, so do you want to, I know you're renovating that one, would you like this one as well? And I was like, obviously same person, same old, but I said, yes, there, I'll take that second one, absolutely. And I said about doing 2 renovations at the same time. Do not try this at home, people. Do not try it. I do not recommend. Not out of 10. But there it was. I had to do it. I found the tube then. I figured it out. People help you along the way. I went out, chose what I needed for the apartments, researched what was happening in the market, spoke to people, met with estate agents, got some ideas of valuations people were looking for, and all of a sudden I had a bit more steam. And it took me 6 months to renovate both of those properties. 6 months, both were done. They're beautiful, even if I do stay for myself. And they were ready for the new owners. When the new owners bought them, and all the bills were paid, and all the trades now were paid, and it was all over and done, I had made in 6 months £102,000 in Belfast, or apartments. I was over the moon, like over the moon, delighted. And I had the money for that dream house. But I got addicted, and I thought, oh, should I do another house? Should I buy another one? Because now I was enjoying it, and I was seeing the benefits, and was meeting with these people, and was learning all these new things. And that's where social media came in. I started painting pictures of now before and afters. They're very slick, but it doesn't sometimes show the actual process and the horrors and the disappointments that you go through. So that's where people think it's another main success. When really, there is disappointments. There are horror stories. So, tradesmen, they let you down. They don't show up. I've had buyers who were about to head the solicitor's office to sign a new contract for my house. They didn't show up. The sale fell through. And we had to start all over again, right from the start. You don't see that on social media. Well, sometimes I'm very honest, and maybe you don't mind. But there's those things that happen, and people don't see what you're doing in the background. You know, my friends are sitting there, got home from work, they're watching Netflix, they're scrolling through Instagram, and there I am, out in Belfast on a cold winter's night at a property meeting, or screwing on legs in a bedside cabinet at 1 a.m. in a cold, empty house. But I was doing it for a reason, and I'm always happy that I did. So those 2 apartments led on to 2 houses. And I thought, oh, I have 2 houses. And I renovated them, and I put it on social media, and people started watching, and wanted to speak to me and ask me how I did it, and I'm only too grateful to help out. And then another 2 houses, and another 2. And this Flippin Belfast was born. It just took off. And with that came bigger challenges, and also came bigger profits. 61,000, 65,000, 67,000, 75,000, my mind was blown. My dad's still saying, what, she's buying another house for? She's done it already. But I couldn't stop. I just wanted to do more. I wanted more challenges, and I'm so lucky to be blessed with so much opportunities. I've been asked as a celebrity to decorate his house. I was asked to be a guest in a TV programme. I've been a flipping expert on a radio programme. And I was also asked to do a TED Talk. So these opportunities have brought me people who I didn't know existed. People who are willing to advise me guide me and signpost me to everything I need to know. And networking wise, well, I didn't realise the importance of networking, the importance of all these people around me. And I also didn't realise that our lovely city has so many people that are willing just to help, and they're willing to cheerlead you and to give you any advice and any support you need without even being asked. So how do you think change your life? First things first, tomorrow morning you're going to take action. And that doesn't need to be about the house. But if it is, you could go and view a property. You could email that person that's already doing it. You could DM that person on social media. Just to do one thing. That'll get you a bit closer to that. Or just get you a bit more information. You never know where it could go. Next, you're going to break that big goal down. You're going to break it down into little easy steps. And I don't mind if it was you want to set up your own business, you want to flip a house, you want to lose weight. You're going to have to do one thing every day just to beat your course back home. Break it down. Find that tradesman. Speak to that person. And also, a huge thing is don't worry about what other people think. I didn't get my tips on the internet until I'd done two, because I was worried that people might think that I'm a property developer, or I think I'm a property developer. I am a property developer. Yeah, I was worried about that. And people saying, you know, I can't change my Instagram and do that because what would other people think? Well, the chances are that those people really aren't thinking about you. They really don't care if you're doing it anyway. And if they do, you never know, they might think it's a great idea. You've got to have faith because things are going to go wrong. I had a tradesman that showed up to do a little job for me, and he just kept looking at the job for you. So I see you again. So I had to go get to the car lady back. And that was 2 years ago, and I still haven't seen him. So if anybody knows where he is, the job's done, don't worry about it. But I found another tradesman. The house that fell through, I found another buyer. I checked on the chin. You have to have resilience. You have to do some training. Free training, everything's available now. You can read books, podcasts, online, all of it. So do that first. But once you've done all the free stuff, invest in yourself. I invested what was probably the deposit for a house last year to go on a mastermind property course in England. And it was expensive and it was daunting and scary, but I did it. I actually won it. And without that, I wouldn't have been in the room with people who could invest in me, people who were like-minded, who wanted to do the same things as me. And I wouldn't have gained knowledge. All that knowledge I have now been able to put into a coaching package and help other people do exactly what I've done. Without that course, I wouldn't have changed. I would have still been flipping houses, which was going great for me, but I wanted a little bit more. I wanted to create this property empire. So with that trainer background, I ended up buying a big old apartment block in East Belfast, and work is ongoing to turn it into 9 apartments. Can't be. And without that, I wouldn't have had a portfolio now. A portfolio that I can help others with, that I can live off, that I can do my own thing. A portfolio that's worth over £1 million just in a couple of years. So maybe I am a lucky cat. But I firmly believe that I create my own luck. And you better believe that if I go down in dirt, I will come up smelling the roses. I will do whatever it takes. I will work hard and get it done. If you take action and do all the steps that I've talked about tonight, there is no doubt in my mind that you guys too can change your flipping life.